Are we ever going to get some of the classic Dungeons and Dragons campaign settings for Dungeons and Dragons 5e? Well, guess what? Yes, we are. They are coming. Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Weller and I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons news. Classic Dungeons and Dragons campaigns are coming to Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Yes, they are on their way. How do I know? If you go over to comicbook.com, the Dungeons and Dragons section, there's actually an article, and it was also discussed and brought up during the Dungeons and Dragons Celebration 2020 on Twitch TV, and it's also on YouTube if you're interested. So what Dungeons and Dragons campaign settings are going to be revisited? Well, we don't know exactly what they're going to be, but we know that there's going to be some. We know they're going to be released in the next few years, say next year and the year after, and possibly additional information and content settings and other stuff as they progress through the lifespan of Dungeons and Dragons 5e. We know there will be at least 3 new campaign settings for Dungeons & Dragons 5e taken from previous versions of the game. Ray Winninger, who is the executive producer for Wizards of the Coast, has confirmed this. We know it for sure. Possible campaign settings that we could see are Greyhawk, Spelljammer, Planscape and Dragonlance. Now, if you were part of the 2020 survey for Dungeons & Dragons, you would know they did actually ask a lot of people what campaign settings people would like to see come back. And if you filled out the survey, you probably helped make their decision. I suspect they have been working on all of these campaign settings for some time in some form. They're just at certain points of development. We can also expect completely new campaign settings for Dungeons & Dragons. We've seen them from Magic the Gathering, but we're going to get other stuff as well. That means never before seen content that's never been produced for Dungeons & Dragons. Completely new stuff. Ray is talking about stretching the boundaries of Dungeons & Dragons, and I find this quite exciting. I think this is a great idea. Wizards of the Coast will also be producing anthology books. That's a collection of smaller works, and I'm really interested to see what they come up with. Now, I know somebody's going to ask the question, how come you haven't mentioned Dark Sun? There's been no mention of Dark Sun, so I don't know what's going on with that. So what can we expect in these new books? In terms of a campaign setting for Dungeons & Dragons 5e, they have followed the same formula pretty much every single time. There is player content or options, and there are Dungeon Master tools, and I expect they will do exactly the same thing. In terms of player options, I would imagine we will see classes, feats, races, backgrounds, and of course spells. No doubt Dungeon Masters will get the usual, which is the history, the lore, the maps, and of course you need to load locations, monsters, magic items. And with pretty much every single campaign that they have put out, they've also included a small introductory adventure, and I would expect something like that in these new books that are being talked about. There's a very good chance we will see some of the other campaign settings that Dungeons & Dragons has used in the past at a future date. Who knows when that might be though. Let me know what you're excited about down in the comments section. If you like this sort of content, you can watch more of my videos. There's a whole bunch of stuff there that covers Dungeon Masters and players. You're welcome to go and check that out. If you want to support the channel, you can check me out on Patreon. And I have Amazon affiliate links as well. I have a merchandise shelf underneath all of my videos, or just watch my videos, that's fine. Make sure to share, like and subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.